Capricorn placements, welcome to Ascending Spiritually. So this is going to be from when you watch it towards the end of September. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, which means not all the messages are going to resonate. And if you like something tailored specifically for you, the information for that is in the description box below. So for anyone who's interested, I do have a Libra only channel, or for anyone that has Libra placements in their chart, it doesn't even have to be Moon, Rising, it could be Venus, Lilith. That information is in the description box, as well as my manifestation oils. And for you guys, I would highly recommend the protection oil. All you need to do is put 2 drops of this, and it will cover you as far as like return to sender and returning anything that may be sent your way. It's made with black obsidian crystals. It's made with 24 karat gold. For the first 10 people that order, will have that placed in their vial. It's made with herbs and essential oils. So yeah, that's something that I feel like would be beneficial for you. Let's take a look and see what you guys need to know around this time. I kept feeling heavily that people don't want you to succeed. They see you as somebody who's a hard worker. You have a lot of people around you intimidated. They're afraid of you. They're afraid of your success. They're afraid of how you're somebody who can make it far, somebody who has an infinite amount of potential. So first we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is all about long-term stability, which is just piggybacking off of what I was saying, of you guys being someone who's capable of having a stable home, stable job, stable relationship. And people envy this way that you can actually see things through the end. A lot of people are not capable of putting in time, effort, and dedication, especially over a period of time, to see whatever outcome that they want come into play. A lot of people are into instant gratification, or they want things as quick as a dime. And with the Ten of Pentacles, this is you being someone who is not only worthy of something long-term, but you put in the work, time, effort, and dedication to be able to receive whatever these blessings may be. It could be anything from 401k, retirement, family heirlooms, trust funds, things of that nature. And you are here to bring balance in some way, shape, or form. You could be the person in your family unit who's like the rock, who keeps everyone together, unbeknownst to you, even though you may be someone who may have been treated like the black sheep, or may have been outcasted in some way, whether it was in your family group or in outside sources, you know, friends, acquaintances, friendship circles, relationships, and things of that nature. People thrive when you're in the energy of confusion. When you can't see left from right, when you don't know what's going on, that's when people have the most power over you. And I feel like this is something that you may be aware of. Others of you may not be aware of this. But anyone that puts you in the energy of feeling confused, or not really knowing what's happening, or just feeling uncertain, and they're not willing to give you clarity or answers, that's a sign that's someone who's not on the same vibration as you. If anything, they're going to cause you to have missed opportunities. They're going to cause you to have revoked offers. This is surrounding yourself by people who have bad karma, or they have some sort of trail of a series of unfortunate events following them. And if you associate yourself with these people, this type of energy will rub off onto you. Now, this could also be you having a multitude of options, a multitude of paths that you can take, but only one of these cups is going to give you the success that you're looking for. One of these cups has a wreath, which signifies success. However, the others could be people wearing masks. It could be snakes, serpents, people that are just here to build stability with you. It's really just something superficial. And even though you're trying to bring more balance into your own life, this is also saying that you need to drink more water, incorporate more fruits and vegetables and things that are natural from the ground into your diet, because there's just a lot of chaos, a lot of you focusing more on work and not necessarily having more time to cook foods from in your kitchen, and going out to eat more, which is nothing wrong with that. You know, everything has its own place and time, but what it's saying is that you're lacking some sort of nutrient, and this nutrient only comes from a substance that you eat that grows from the ground. And with the Queen of Cups, you have a lot of people around you. I would say there's a specific person, male or female, because we don't pay attention to gender, that is a person that you should keep in your circle. They've always shown you equal give and take. This is someone that has restored your faith in humanity in some way, shape, or form, because despite the fact that you may have dealt with people that used you, abused you, took you for granted, never really got you know, the time or even took the initiative to get to know you and who you truly are and the things that make you tick and things of that nature. But there is one person around you that's been trying to show you that there is people that you can trust. And this is someone that I feel is an earth angel just like you. So just because you may be surrounded by people that, you know, are reckless, are selfish, they only put themselves first and foremost, that doesn't mean that you should treat everyone as if they will behave in that manner. Because I feel like just because there's bad people in this world. There's also good as well. So just keep an open mind and use your discernment, because some of you have a tendency of like sabotaging relationships that are actually beneficial to you, and it's due to the fact that you have gone through some sort of heartbreak or pain, or you were in a situation in the past where your vulnerability was used against you, and now it's made you closed off, or you have this form of like shield or armor around you, and sometimes it's hard to get close to you, or you'll focus more on material things, career, success, prosperity, because those are things that you can control in some way. You can't really control what happens in love and relationships. 1 second someone can be in love with you, 4 months later they can wake up and feel completely different. So you are kind of like the grounding unit in people's lives, and they can always count on you as someone who's solid. The King of Wands, this is what you're showing up as, but this is also options that you have. You have people in your life that are wishy-washy, inconsistent. They come in and out. They're hyperactive in some way. They're volatile in the way that they behave. At times they can even cancel plans with you. This is someone that may not finish what they started. This is someone that may be jealous of you in some way. They could be overly competitive, and these are the type of people that you would attract. Yes, physically they may have been good looking, extremely good looking even, but it was very surface level, very superficial, and this is what you're attracting now. Instead of knights and people that have the emotional maturity level of like a teenager, you're now attracting kings and above, and people that are now grounded, experienced, mature. You're somebody who does have the characteristics of like a natural born leader. You're dependable, so you need to have someone that you can count on, just like everyone else can count on you. The King of Wands at times can be somebody who's a bit self-centered, but I feel like this isn't self-centeredness. It's more like self-focused. So the more self-focused you are, the more that you're able to heal yourself, it'll be beneficial for everyone else, because the more you'll have to give to other people, and you're giving from a genuine place, not because you feel obligated to, and you're giving from a full cup. So Capricorn placements, what do you guys need to know? Thunderbolt, there's some sort of chaos, drama, unexpected circumstances that's about to happen. This could be positive or negative depending on your chart and where you are at life and the things that you've been doing within the last 9 months. Well, this Tower moment is coming in whether you like it or not. This is the Tower in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, but in the Osho Zen tarot, which is what this deck is, it's considered Thunderbolt. So yeah, there's unexpected circumstances coming in. This may be you possibly feeling guilt about something from the past, or someone that you want to give a second chance to, or someone that you want to revisit the relationship with. Just know, if you are stuck in your head about someone and you've tried writing those emotions out, it's probably best for you to reach out to that person and just get that message out that you need to, even if you don't necessarily get a response. Just you getting that closure will help you out, and you never know. These people that still care about you, they may want to reconcile with you as well, because there's a level of guilt. So if this is you not feeling guilt, it's someone behind you or someone that was connected to you that's now feeling guilt. They are being attacked by their own demons. Because if you look at this woman's head, she's being scratched by like demonic entities over and over again, and it's keeping her in this period of like imprisonment and restriction where she can't really see things through. And this is something involving the Ten of Pentacles, which is the second card that's coming out with 2 different decks. So this may be something involving family, a family unit, someone that you saw as family, or something that was supposed to be long-term, and someone either did you wrong and now they're feeling guilt about it, and they want to come in and give you some sort of apology, but you've already let go, or letting go. You're being asked to let go of the past, let go of anything that's keeping you stuck, let go of any restrictions that may be limiting the way that you see life, things that may be burdening you. Let go of people and situations and memories that make you feel like the outsider. This is the 5 of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, which is all about, loneliness, isolation, you wanting love and affection and attention and not receiving it, even people withholding that from you intentionally, people pushing you out in some way. But if you look closely at this 5 of Pentacles, you see this boy, he's behind bars, right? And he's looking through because he feels like he can't get through. But if he was really to truly look at that lock is already unlocked. So all this person has to do is release themselves. So whatever position or predicaments that you were put in that made you question your self-worth, your self-confidence, it was all a lesson. And it's up to you to release yourself. There's also someone that wants to come in, people actually, new people that want to come in and share with you. But if you're so heavily guarded that you're not, you know, even open to people giving to you, then that's another thing. So you may need to work on softening your heart in some way. We also have intensity, which is the Knight of Wands, I believe, coming out twice. So this past person that was constantly in and out of your life, they're not going to stop. Matter of fact, if this person can do this for the rest of their life, they would, because it's beneficial for these people that are in and out to come in and disrupt your life, take from you, because you're somebody who is, you know, you're an asset. You're an asset to anyone that's around you. You bring a lot to the table that you may not see at face value, but energetically, you bring a lot to the table. And with the Seven of Pentacles, there's a lot that you've been investing into behind the scenes, whether it's hobbies, children, goals and dreams, and all of that will come into fruition within 7 months from now. So right now we're in September. So by April of next year, your life's going to be completely different. April of 2024, your life is going to be completely different. You could even be married in a whole family with the Emperor. Look, this is an Emperor coming in. You're somebody who's mastered your life. You've mastered yourself. Yes, we all have things that we can learn and heal within ourselves, but for the most part, you're about 90% healed. So you need somebody who's on the Emperor or Empress level, which is all 4 queens and all 4 kings in one person. Someone who is not going to play with your mind or your thoughts. Someone who has broken generational curses. Someone who's fought themselves and their shadow side. Look, whoa, creativity and the Rebel. This is the Emperor and the Empress. So there's someone that's going to come in that's going to be an equal match. If you're female and you're into same-sex relationships, yeah, this may be an Empress that's going to be in the same energy as you. If you're masculine energy, same thing. Now, if, you know, you're heterosexual, then yeah, this is exactly what you can expect. Someone that's on your level. Someone who you will not have to doubt or worry about not bringing their fair share into the table, because this will be somebody who's established. They may even be a father or a mother in a sense. They may have up to 2 kids maximum. That's up to you, but this is someone that's coming into your life that's going to help you raise your consciousness if they're not here already. So be aware of the people that you're inviting into your life, the people that you're investing into, because you're the prize. So of course, you're going to attract all types of people. Moochers, beggars, opportunists, people that want to use you, your time, your energy, your light, so that they can manifest using that. And it's up to you whether people misuse you and abuse you or not. So let's take a look and see. What else do Capricorn placements need to know? Love call. So someone's going to express a message of love. You may receive a message from someone from afar, someone that's thinking of you, and they're going to let you know. Or this is possibly a love call coming in the future. Either way, there's some sort of relationship that's going to help it's going to help advance you or help you grow. And I also feel like some of you will be closing out a karmic cycle or a karmic relationship with someone that you've been stuck in or stuck into a cycle with. This was someone that triggered you in some way. They caused a lot of turmoil within you, maybe even made you feel resentment. This was someone that was here to bring you lessons. You must let go of this person and start loving you. And others of you, you will attract a karmic relationship, which means it's a connection that has an expiration date. However, it does not necessarily have to be negative. I've had a lot of karmic relationships with people that have been positive, that have left a positive impact in my life, but due to circumstances, it's like we had to separate. So just because you hear the word karmic, don't think that it has a negative connotation to it, because it just may mean that, you know, someone's going to come into your life that may not be here to stay once and for all, but you may have a good impression of them. And some of you have to learn to be more strategic in the way that you operate, because by showing all your hands or showing all your cards to people, they misuse you in a way. So by being super open or vulnerable, it gets taken advantage of. So this is a chance or a sign for you to take a risk. Don't get stuck in the monotonous energy of like what you do on a day-to-day basis. Like, do something different. Take a different route home. Stop by the park instead of going, you know, directly home. Do something different, because in the past you guys have been stabbed in the back. You suffered a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain, maybe even an extended separation. Some of you have to do or had to deal with deception, shocking attacks, people that you didn't even possibly think that could do things to you, and they did. People that just turned their back on you in some way. And you may have been suffering some form of addiction, or the people that you were connected to, they suffered addictions. That's why they were codependent. That's why they were obsessive. And they saw you as some form of possession, and so, instead of like someone that they can truly work with. Some of you may have had a block, or you have some sort of restraint when it comes to your heart, where you're dragging around this broken heart, or you're dragging around all this baggage because you may have been in separation with someone that you hoped to come together with. And however, this sadness, this person is missing you as well, thinking about you. So if you miss someone and you think about them heavily, 90% of the time it's because they're doing the same thing to you, and you're picking up on that telepathic connection or that telepathic communication. And you may be uncertain or unsure of the future now, but just know that we've jumped into a different timeline. So whatever it is that you're focusing on, or you're putting more focus into, that's also what you're manifesting for your future as well. I will live in delusion all the time in my head, and it may be counterproductive, but I swear it works. It's almost like reverse psychology, where I will tell myself, like, you know, all the things that I want to manifest into my life, even if I don't have it, I will behave as if I do, and not in an irrational manner, in a way that, you know, is beneficial for me. And within a certain amount of time, it's like things will work out in that specific way. So if you're someone who's a dreamer, don't lose that quality about yourself, because it helps you manifest. We also have rigid. So some of you may have had rigid ways of thinking, or belief systems, or rigid ways of doing things, or wanting something to be manifested an exact specific way and not allowing any room for flexibility. And that may have been what your blockage was for you to manifest what you want. But you are somebody who's very loyal, and you deserve someone who extends that same loyalty back to you, whether it's a friend, a family member, a neighbor, an acquaintance, because you are somebody who brings justice and fairness into every situation, or you try your best not to do things behind people's back that you know would be deceptive. But I feel like at times you struggle with self-worth, self-confidence levels, putting yourself first above others. And I feel like there's a reminder, some sort of deadline that's coming up, and this is a sign that you shouldn't forget whatever this is. Some of you just have a tendency of forgetting things because you don't write them down, so that could help you. Writing down things, journaling, lists, because you have a lot going on in your mind, and that will help you separate it and declutter your mind as well. We also have differences, so this is a sign that your belief systems are changing, and the way that you view people is changing as well. Let's see messages from your higher self. What does your higher self want to tell you for Capricorn placements? What does your higher self want to tell you? Am I truly loving myself enough to love another person? Interesting. I am my best company. I'm no longer afraid to be alone. When was the last time I had a good laugh? Let's search for a silly video. Some of you are too serious, or you're just like too focused on work and practical things. Why am I overthinking? I know the answer once I quiet my thoughts. Last but not least is don't look back. It wasn't working out for me, and it is time to be strong. At the bottom of this deck is I will focus on myself. Now is the time for me and my inner growth, which was essentially what we were talking about earlier. Those of you that do want a relationship, or you're trying to attract one, just make sure that you're loving yourself enough to where you're whole, and someone else will be in that same energy as well. Because if you're kind of wanting a relationship from a codependent place, that's exactly what you're going to attract, someone that's going to be in that same vibration as well. So just be aware of that. So yeah, romance angels, and then I will close you out. Getting to know each other. This is the energy that will be in the future. Be aware of people that you attract, because there will be some busters that will want to try to juggle you with other people as well. And as you reveal your inner selves to each other, your bond deepens as well. So don't be afraid to be vulnerable. I just feel like be aware of some shady people that will try to have their cake and eat it too. And it's just because they need to be taught boundaries. And with calling in your soulmate, this is exactly what some of you guys are doing. So your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So that's the end of your reading. Thank you guys so much for your donations and your support. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of the week. Like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.